All right, for problem like number 8, we're looking for a matrix where we're adding them together. So adding and subtracting is very similar. You just take the first thing and add it to the second, the first thing in the second one. So 5 plus negative 6 would be negative 1. 7 plus 3 would be 10. Negative 4 plus 6 would be 2. And 4 plus 8 would be 12. So I can see from negative 1, this has 11 there, 12, 12. Those are the wrong answers. They have 10 and 2. I want 2 to be there, not 10, so I know G is out. So F is my correct answer. That's number 8. For number 9, this is adding and subtracting, by the way, before we move on. Adding and subtracting is just like this. If you want to do multiply, you should use your calculator because that's like the one where you take the 2 and multiply them and then add. It's like a whole long process. So I would do adding and subtracting in your calculator. I'm sorry, multiplying in your calculator. For number 9, it says Tommy has 6 pairs of shoes, 4 pairs of pants, and 6 shirts, which can be worn in any combination. As soon as I see this word combination, I should be thinking multiply. Like which of these things do I have to multiply? You can probably guess that he needs to wear one of his pairs of shoes and 1 pair of pants and 1 shirt. And we need to know, it says how many different combinations consisting of one of his 6 pairs of shoes. See, we guessed right. One of his 4 pairs of pants and one of his 6 shirts are possible for Tommy to wear to the dance. All right, so I know 6 options for his shoes. He has 4 options for his pants. And he has 6 options for his shirt. So I'm going to multiply those together. I'm going to do 6 times 4 times 6. Oh, and I already had it. I had 144 is here. So 144 would be my correct answer. He has so many options for his shoes. That's awesome. Cool. And then for number 10, we have this problem here. It says in the standard XY coordinate plane below, so basically they just mean in the graph, the graph of the equation, this, intersects the x-axis at points -3, 0, and a, 0. So automatically I'm probably thinking like, oh, I probably have to figure out what a is, right? Has a vertex at this point here. So you can see my vertex. So vertex is up there. What's the value of a? So I have to figure out, I was right. I have to figure out this one here. I know that it's a positive one, so good thing all my answers are positive. 3 seems like it's probably too far. So if this is 3, then 3 is probably over here. So I'd say K is probably not a good answer. To do this mathematically, I know this is the center of my graph here. So I can see like, okay, from -3 to -1, I went over 1, 2. So then in order to go to the other side, I need to go 2 more. So 1, 2. So if I know this is -1, and then this would be 0, and this would be +1, then my x, how far I went over, is 1. So my answer would be 1. If you don't necessarily like it doing this way, you could always use your calculator. So I'm going to go to y equals and type in -2, parentheses, x plus 1 squared plus 8. I'm going to press graph so I can see what the graph looks like. I can see the same graph that I have here. And then I can see right here, I can see like, oh yeah, it's pretty much exactly at 1. I can press trace and press 1 and enter. And then I can see like, yep, it's 1, 0. So I confirmed my suspicions. If I wanted to check my other answers, I could type 1/2 and press enter. That's not quite it. Or 3/2. That's not quite it. 2, that's definitely not it. So I can see that 1 is my best answer. I know that G is the correct answer.